It's only us. It must be very tough for you coming all the way out here, especially since you don't like the Voluka. Is everyone... Ah, everyone's here. Good. Are you okay? You look like you were about to pass out back... then you're forgetting who I am. Don't underestimate me. Red Oh, excuse me! Are you comparing me? I suppose everyone is gathered here because of me. I can't thank you enough. Right now, we're focused. I can help too! Just let me know where I'm needed. Up to no good? Traveler, Paimon. I have other work to attend to here that... No problem. Leave it to us. Thank you. There's one other thing. If you are to work alongside the people of Sumeru, you will need to make yourselves visible. There's nothing to fear. No one here will hurt you. But if you do feel afraid... Very well. Now, I shall bestow a small blessing upon you all. Whenever people see you and interact with you... Do not fear. We will face it together. Everyone's here. Wonderful.
Dendroarchon. Are you recovering all right?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for your concern. I see. Using the power of Aru to reboot the Akasha and gain access to Irminsul. It's a sound plan. I regret to be the bearer of bad news, but with the state that Irminsul is currently in, it's impossible to act.
Alas, we had feared this may be the...
What about non-traditional?
Non-traditional? Are you saying...
Desperate times call for new measures. Ah, it's here. The Aranara have good intuition when it comes to people. In other words...
Given everything that's going on...
Miss Nefer, as a professional intelligence broker, I trust you
Not one that I'm willing to volunteer. What's in it for me?
Let's say I'll treat this as a pilot project aimed at expanding your intelligence operations. Whatever business you're in.
I like the sound of that.
Given that you rarely set foot in Sumeru, practically no one at Caravan Rebot knows...
I take it you've read the files on everyone in the area?
Yes. I also skimmed the list of evacuees, and are more or less up to date on where...
Any initial suspects?
Limiting the scopes to males whose recent activity could be viewed as suspicious. The Aranara saw 2 people talking, but currently we only have 1 suspect. The other person was probably...
Everyone is heading for the desert per the evacuation order. Anyone willing?
There's no way it was. We need to smoke him out from wherever he's hiding.
Sounds like you have the beginnings of a I see. Your suspicions are well-founded.
So far, we still.
Then let's get closer to him.
And you're certain you've never encountered this
I'm certain. Sino, stay out of sight and wait for my signal. If he raises any red flags, I'll bring him toward the main.
Understood. I'll take it from there.
Excellent. Darker skin, scars, frequents the desert and has ample combat experience. Nothing unusual about how he dresses or acts. A coin. Interesting. Could that be how his contact paid him? Conveniently discreet for someone trying to... Sorry to bother you. Has everyone here already left? I don't suppose you happen to...
Ma'am, what are you doing in Caravan Rebat all by yourself? The main group evacuated some time ago. Didn't you pass them on the road?
My friend and I lost some of our cargo along the way. I didn't want to miss out on potential business, so I told her to go on ahead and meet the client while I retraced our steps. And then there was a terrible sandstorm.
Forgive me for asking, but just to be on the safe side, could you describe this friend of yours?
Sure. She has blonde hair, and she was wearing a hat and a white dress. You'd definitely know if you'd seen her.
Yes, I think that does ring a bell. Ah, my apologies. During this exceptional time, the Core of 30 are
I understand. Well, sir, is there anything else you need to know?
Hey, wait! They left a good while ago now. You'll never catch up with them on your own. Why don't I give you a ride? I'm here to collect the last few people anyway. We have plenty of carts, so one more won't be a...
That would be amazing. Traveling with a group will be much safer. I'll have to pay you for...
Hey, let's not worry about the money for now. Wait here a moment. Once I'm done packing up, I'll take you to join the rest of the group.
All right, thanks. Let me know if you need a...
No need...
Okay.
You're not wrong there.
I suppose I can tell you, since you've been such a big help. But be sure...
Oh, really? Sounds...
We're in the antiques business. You understand? Some of our goods aren't acquired through the most legitimate means. We have to be very
no one... Well, ma'am, in that case,
I'm all ears. But to be clear, our commission isn't cheap. Think carefully before you ask. We don't want to
I'm sure that won't be a problem. My issue is, I have something that's a little different.
Pure gold. That's quite something. How'd you...
If you look hard enough, there...
It has no distinct Snezhnayan markings. That'll be why he's going with that story. And he clearly doesn't want to arouse suspicion. Surely you have an existing business partner. Won't they take it off your hands? I hope I won't be attracting the wrath of my...
The shop I used to work with is having cash flow issues at the moment after losing some money. I'm under enough pressure as it is without having to deal with them.
I understand. Gold is the last thing that traders with cash flow problems want to see. Well, in that case...
As it happens, I'm just about done.
Sure.
This evacuation was a huge operation. They needed a few people to stay behind and tie up loose ends. And I ended up being one of them. You're lucky you ran into us in time.
I certainly...
Hands where I can see them.
General Mahamatra! No, wait! What?
This is the coin? Good. Sadly, you won't have the chance to...
Nicely done. Looks like Sumeru's mantra are a well-oiled...
Unmarked gold coins are quite difficult to trace. Thanks to you, we have secured... Here's what's gonna happen. Southeast from here, leeward side of the hill. That's where he's meeting his contact.
Great work. Candace tells me your interrogation skills are...
Hers are quickly catching up. She's improved a lot in recent years. Looks like it's over to you.
Because I'm quickest on my feet?
Because you know how to trail a target. Plus, it'll be easier to monitor their activity from the air.
Fine. I'll be quick.
One more thing. The Traveler just brought a message from the Dendro Archon. Once you're done with this, we're to meet up at the mausoleum.
Got it. Will do.
Are you sure you'll be okay?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe you should come...
Okay. Then Paimon's coming with you.
Really? You do know this is a stealth operation, right? Meaning...
Paimon? Are you sure about this?
Well, Paimon at least wants to give it a shot. Like everyone says, if you never try, you'll never know. Besides, being the best guide in Tibet has to count for something. This should be a piece of cake.
Fine. Join me if you want. But be warned. If anything goes wrong, I'll have to gag you and shove you into a bush.
No need! Paimon will be super careful. Promise!
Good. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Ah! Coming! Coming!
The wind rises. Huh. Behold! The wind rises. Behold!
Hawkeye! Wait up! Hey, slow down, will ya?
We're here. Now we wait.
Okay, yeah, cool.
What's on your mind?
Huh? Oh,
I thought all you cared about besides being a guide was food and sleep. Why the sudden urge to go on a dangerous mission?
what's that supposed to mean? Paimon's been on plenty of dangerous missions before.
But never on your own. You hardly ever leave the Traveler's side. Just saying. I'm kind of at loose ends right now. So if you did want to share, I suppose I'd have to listen. If not, suit yourself. Makes no difference.
Hawkeye? Do you...
What? Where's that coming?
When we were in Notcry, Paimon suddenly realized something. Even though Paimon's with a Traveler every single day, whenever we face... Paimon doesn't get like this very often. She just got really scared when the Traveler got kidnapped that time. What if she never came, and the more Paimon thought about it, the more useless she felt? But Paimon doesn't want to be a burden. Paimon wants to be a... does that make any sense? You know, that feeling of just...
You asked the right... I'm not gonna try and encourage you. You have to make the... So ask yourself. Something's not right. Paimon, is it just me? Or is it a little too cold?
Should Paimon take a look?
We'll give it another hour.
Okay. How strange. We've been here for... What is it? Did you think of something?
Something feels off about this whole situation. We know for sure that the guy Sinocot had something set up. Yet somehow, his contact is a no-show.
How would they know to...
That's the problem. They couldn't possibly know what's happening here. This feels all too familiar.
Even though this isn't a formal meeting, I'd still like to start by saying how grateful I am to each and every one of you. Thank you.
Chesapeake and Bennu are currently assisting the scholars with the maintenance of Aru. Please forgive their absence. As for Hermanubis, may he rest in peace. We remember him with great fondness.
There have been times when I imagined what it might be like to meet you all. Now that it's really happening, time has taken many things away. But that which remains is...
I must say, there is one thing that you appear to be in good spirits, Lesser Lord Kusadali. But even so, I can sense that the life force given to you by the Dendral Dragon has far...
Oh no! So even... Don't worry, Paimon. It worked very... The issue is how closely I'm tied to Irminsul. Until the problem with it is resolved, Sumeru has undergone tremendous changes during your absence. When gods pass away, inevitably, people's faith in them grows weaker.
Regrettably, this is true.
I too have grown weaker due to the effects of Irminsul.
Then what do you suggest?
We take all the help we can get. Sumeru is our shared home.
Though Al-Ahmar is... Not to mention that it was the...
You really know how to give a rousing...
Now then, let us...
The brightest mind...
Correct. Irminsul has existed in Teyvat since the very beginning. But during the Age of the Dragons, it did not possess the significance it holds today. After the heavenly principles arrived, the power of the Light Realm was divided into elemental energy, and Irminsul was refashioned as a device that, since then, as the Dendro Archon, I have a duty to protect Irminsul. Teyvat has seen many upheavals in the last few years. The most recent of these was a major crisis in Notcry, which forced Sumeru. I made sure to... I still believe that by entering...
I see what you mean.
That's right.
Please, understand.
Defense has never been an easy...
After Irminsul was invaded...
I'm sure you feel responsible.
But the people of Sumeru should not have to...
And this is...
Yes. All I managed to do before falling into the scholar's initial... Unfortunately, to rise to the challenge to reclaim Irminsul...
Human wisdom has...
Together, we will...
By the way, what...
Well, since you have...
Largo.
Master Tainari! What is that?
Is this... Irminsul? How did this happen? What's going on?
Luckily, we managed to evacuate
What in the world would...
Oh my. I understand now, Dendro Archon. You make yourself quite clear indeed.
Not once over the millennia has Irminsul been so terribly afflicted.
Please continue, Dendro Archon.
Irminsul's root system is what comprises the ley lines. In the past, It has always been hidden away, going unseen by the general populace. It has become a tree of unbridled greed. A clear sign that a deranged experiment has advanced to a new...
Blasphemy. From where I stand, an experiment in the name of blasphemy sounds rather improper. But if we are to honor Dottores' will...
The birth of this tree proves to me beyond doubt that this incident is... But to explain the situation in full...
Zandik. So it was him. I saw him in the desert once. A man of supreme arrogance.
But didn't Dottore die and not cry? How is he still... He must still have loyal followers amongst the Fatui. Even so, I'm still unclear as to how he has been able to wield...
I can confirm that Fatui forces have arrived in Sumeru City. Furthermore, Irminsul seems to be undergoing some kind of Sorry.
A baleful tree.
Speaking of Dottore, I didn't think it was wise to state this out in the open. But my theory is, the mole wasn't cut off after he was caught. They wrote him off from the beginning.
You mean, the Fatui never intended to follow through with him? Then why plant a mole at...
It's hardly a conventional strategy, and the rationale behind it is pretty twisted. But as it happens, I know someone who works exactly this way. And when it comes down to it, his goals are very simple. He just wants to confuse people, so they can't figure out what he's up to. He's been a collaborator of Dottore's from the outset. That fact...
There is still much to be done. Everyone.
As per the discussion, Mr. Alhaitham and Mr. Kave, the next phase of the Aru renovation project...
We'll give it everything.
The plan looks feasible, but the implementation will...
General Mahamatra Sino and his team will help to procure the...
No problem. I've already spoken with Sethos and Hat Guy, and...
This kind of thing is best left to the fleet-footed, right?
If it's efficiency you're after, we're the right people for the job.
Following up on the elemental energy amplifier we discussed. Ms. Dory, I assume you're the one most familiar with the status of this project. Aside from the Dendro Archon, of course.
Yep, that's right.
Got it.
You can count on us. Will do. Rest assured.
Dia, Candace, and Nefer, you'll be in charge of negotiating between the various parties. I trust you remember our goal.
You bet. We can handle it.
Good. I believe that covers everything. Tainari will provide ad hoc support as...
Poor Tainari.
Hey, don't try and drive a wedge between us, you old rascal.
All it says to me is that Master Nephis has faith in everyone's abilities. While I'm nominally here as backup...
Exactly.
Finally, Traveler, you and I will head to the border between... Once that task is complete... The Oasis.
The Eternal Oasis? I thought that was just a legend.
Regarding your trip to Natlan, under normal circumstances, a meeting between our two nations would be a far more formal affair. Unfortunately, so regretfully, we won't be able to give the Pyro Archon Mawika the grand reception that she deserves. My apologies for the inconvenience.
No point putting too much pressure on yourselves.
Right.
Don't worry about...
Plus, we'll be there every step...
Yes. I believe in my... Well, time to get going.
To what extent we can...
Yeah, no surprises.
Once we roll this out, this still leaves us with a significant...
We'll need a supply of rare Time is not on our side.
The Aru merge and renovation, as discussed. Mr. Sethos is quite familiar with the layout of King Deshret's mausoleum.
I have every confidence. In the meantime, we make sense.
There's not much...
Get information and stay close.
What is this, boot camp? Knock it off.
It's just Sino being Sino.
Everyone clear on our mission objective. Look at the excess primal construct.
And King Deshret's 7 pillars agreed to this?
If they're just sitting there doing nothing, we might as well put them to use. Thoth's words.
Fury. You're dead.
Excuse me?
Behind you. The wind rises. Quit following me. Wretched vermin! Too slow.
Surrender! Through me, justice is served! Guilty! You stand condemned!
Behind you! Squall and Fury. Bow your head. Way ahead of you. Give me some space. Okay, still got this. Behold.
These devices should still be usable even though they're broken down. Let's take them back for the others to review.
Way ahead of you. The wind rises.
Futile! Your sins weigh upon your soul! Guilty! You stay condemned! Guilty!
How many do we need again?
Enough to make an Akasha terminal for everyone who doesn't own one.
I remember you telling me.
The Academia declared the Akasha...
Certainly sounds...
Neither hat guy.
Well, if it all goes...
Oh, goody! Thank you so much for handling the delivery. What a long way it was. I'm well aware.
Oh, trust me. I'm patting myself on the back for my assembly work here. But will you really be needing all of this?
According to our plan, yes. This is the...
I heard you cover...
Oh, that's an exaggeration. The academia... Of course.
It's really quite a beautiful design.
Did you attend the lecture on Light Realm?
Of course I attended. I was just a little late, so I had to listen to the whole thing from outside the back door. Anyway, I have a perfectly good understanding of Light Realm...
Good to know. Master told me in...
Oh, well...
At first, the Dendro... To protect someone from such dangers means it's an information hazard. We're exposed to danger just by a tricky problem.
What do you mean?
Ah, I get it. For instance, you and I share...
Hey, what?
That is not what... Well, as they often say in Vahumana, an event that is monumental to the individual is negligible in the grand scheme of history. Generally, the fate of the individual is an insignificant affair.
Being from Amorta, where the subject of our...
In other words, the big...
When the same secret is shared with a group of people, the same fate binds them to... Most people would find this
Sharing knowledge is a good way to... All right.
Thanks a lot.
Hup. Okay, the material... Al-Haytham, how are you?
Most of the information in Aru is written in ancient desert scripts. Some of this is written in a tribal language, while other parts...
Oh. Not lost to history, I hope.
Some are. All we can do is infer the meaning based on the rules of religion. Although, this section actually...
After Aru started up, 2 more...
Humans may not read what is written by the gods, except by not reading. Victory should not be easy to attain, for it symbolizes divine wisdom. Knowledge must not waver, for it has external borders.
Is this a clue to solving a puzzle? You can't read it unless you don't read it. Victory is wisdom. Knowledge is confined by borders. Wait, I think I've got it. It's a metaphor, isn't it? It's talking about...
A chessboard.
You were right. The youth of today are skilled at solving riddles.
Have the secrets buried in the desert not been unearthed over the years all the same? Since Aru is a place...
Oh, I've always been against overly cryptic sense.
Ah, it's you 3. Just in time. We've been delving deep into Aru, and now this board has appeared.
I've heard this was how you'd while away your free hour.
It is true. King Deshret's chess games are some of the most well-loved of all his wonderful creations.
Is this chessboard?
Naturally. Visitors, everything is ready.
1 second. It's not
dangerous? Why?
I should be the one to go then.
Sounds like the self-confidence of our present company has rubbed off on you.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm your upperclassman, and that means I have to look out for you.
I appreciate the sentiment, but a game of chess typically requires 2 Besides, I'm sure they won't let things get out of hand. Keeping things relatively safe.
Fair enough. I mean, you guys are controlling the difficulty, so please don't go too...
Ah, but Bennu said he wanted to put some respect into these whippers.
Thank you. Obviously, we'll still try to be careful. This doesn't seem like ordinary chess.
No, you must enter the board and pass the trials we have placed there.
Ready?
Let's do it.
The first trial is posed by me.
I don't think this is gonna stop us.
Ah, but the key to this game lies in working together. Otherwise, you will be deemed to have broken the rules.
Looks like it's up to me. Marak, can you open it?
King Deshret's favorite primal construct. Living on in suitcase form, of all things. Amusing.
Ho-ho! Excellent work. Now is the time for my trial. Now, don't be nervous. I'll make it nice and easy for you.
Really?
Thanks in advance. We appreciate it.
Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking! It's not that simple, you know.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself.
Alhaitham, what are you thinking?
If you don't want to wait, you're free to leave.
I never wanted to wait in the first place! Chessboard gave me no choice.
If you say so. Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking! It's not that simple, you know.
Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking! It's not that simple, you know.
Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking! It's not that simple, you know.
Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself.
Done.
Finally. But seriously, that was incredible. Standing on the chest... Oh, sorry. I'll save my thoughts for later. Thanks to the three of you for helping us out with this. Is it just...
We made but a humble contribution.
You lived up to our expectations. Bravo!
In addition to the since Aru's
So, Bill...
Imagine for a moment.
I agree.
Me, oh my!
Naturally.
Time to go! Let's go find Nahida! There you are. Miss Nicole truly is an angel. She said that while the other members of the Hexen Circle are busy with important work, she is quite free, and she's more than willing to accompany the people. Oh, yes, Nicole! She is. Well, time for...
This should be one of the closest places to Natlan in all of Sumeru. There's the barrier Nicole and Nefer mentioned. It completely cuts this nation off from the others. But why? Why separate you from the rest? And if I'm not mistaken, Irminsul...
I'm wondering the same thing myself.
That voice. Malika, you got here pretty quickly.
Hello, traveler. It's been a while.
Hello there.
Hello, Dendro Archon.
Malika, I apologize for asking you to meet at the border on such short notice. I also apologize for not being able to greet you in person. The form in which you see me now is one carried by the Traveler. The real me, Irminsul, has been infiltrated by the Doctor. We must be on our guard, as he can spy on information in the world from within the tree. Fortunately, there is no record of the Traveler in Irminsul, and you are still within Natlan's borders.
My records will be preserved in the Night Kingdom, rather than the ley lines. As long as the Night Kingdom remains disconnected from the ley line cycle, the Doctor has no way of knowing my movements.
Exactly.
So by meeting the Natlanese have...
I'd like to address... I don't reach this conclusion gladly, but... So even when the people of Sumeru became ill because of pollution, it was not a critical issue from the perspective of... But this time, the Heavenly Principles established a rule that when Irminsul is plunged into grave danger, a portion of power will be reserved to isolate. That way, even if Sumeru is destroyed, the outside world is...
We'd certainly need it.
The Heavenly Principles created almost everything that exists in Teyvat today. To them, preserving the existence...
Meaning? Protecting Sumeru now...
Yes. My own power may be limited, especially compared to yours. But that doesn't mean that we're just gonna sit around and wait for the end. If necessary, I will utilize...
Nicole of the Hexen Circle didn't say exactly what this meeting was about. But after hearing everything you've said so far, I think I can guess where this is going.
That's right. Nahida and I discussed it at length. We both know how presumptuous this is, but...
You need the Pyronosis, don't you?
Yes. You guessed. Originally, I only intended to borrow it, but... the situation is far graver than I foresaw. So instead, what I ask...
Why do you sound so nervous?
Surely a gnosis is pretty important to a god.
I guess, but it's not as if losing it would suddenly render us powerless. But I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that. With all the nations you've traveled to, and all the gods you've met, you must have realized that by now. As far as I'm concerned, a gnosis is basically an elemental energy enhancer. But I don't usually use it. You know me. I like to think I'm pretty strong without it.
Yeah. Not about to dispute that.
So you see, you don't need to sweat it. Here, take the Pyronosis.
Uh-huh? Just like that?
Uh-huh. Just like that. To tell the truth, I've always toyed with the idea of giving it to someone who needs it more than I do. I know you accompanied Nahida here to try and increase the chance of success. It's a good thing you did, because your involvement is one of the main reasons you've managed to persuade me.
Are you sure about this? Handing over your gnosis just because of me?
I won't try to quantify it, but trust me. Handing over the gnosis to Tumaini is far from the craziest idea I could think of. Besides, even if you hadn't come here personally, I think I still would have agreed to Nahida's request. Irminsul doesn't just affect Sumeru. It impacts all of Teyvat. I know all too well how difficult it can be to protect the things you care about. So logically, morally, or however you want to cut it, you don't need to tell me the specifics of your plan. Where the gnosis is involved, the tighter the secrecy, the...
Moika, my heartfelt thanks go to you and the people of...
Don't But now, for the hard part. How do I actually give it to you?
I have an idea.
Just as I thought.
Incredible. What did you do?
Just made a lucky guess. This seems to happen quite a lot. Things that apply to everyone else don't seem to apply to me. I figured the same might be true here.
Irminsul usually produces effects based on the records it holds. Since the Traveler is a descender, Irminsul contains no records of her. And
Is that right? You really are full of surprises. Catch.
Whoa! Thank you, Moika. Thank you for trusting us with something so important.
All right. No need to get so formal. It's not like we're strangers. Besides, there's still one problem. You might be able to pass through the barrier, but I don't know about the Gnosis. Any other
let me try something. I have the pyronosis in my hand. It feels strangely ordinary. Not particularly heavy. I need to think hard about my memories of Pyro. My memories of journeying through Natlan.
The gnosis disappeared.
I'm fine. The pyronosis disappeared into my body. Just like...
Maybe it resonates with you because you've mastered the power of phlogiston. You might not be recorded in the ley lines, but you're still our Tumini.
Whew.
Please allow me to express my gratitude once again, Malika.
Pleasure. Well, I've given you all the help I can. The rest is up to you. Good luck.
We won't let you down.
Yeah, we aren't about to lose.
Traveler, Paimon's a... Of course.
I'm doing alright.
With the negative effect, but please don't worry. Stalking the... I've been quietly learning little things from everyone.
Me too. With the constant traveling, I'm always learning and growing.
I think there's someone else here who would share that sentiment.
Don't worry about what I think. I was just passing by and happened to overhear your conversation.
What are you talking about, hat guy? This is the top floor. No one passes by the top.
Says who? You can fly just like I
don't know why, but...
It shows that you feel comfortable laying down your burdens in our presence. It means that and we feel exactly the same way around you.
It's finally done. Ugh, but I have a nagging feeling that there's something I've forgotten. Oh, there you are. Okay, fair enough. That was...
You must really be exhausted.
Well, it's been a...
When work ends?
Yeah, we're definitely due a break. Here, this one's for you.
Thanks.
You want a bite?
Are you nervous? Because everything that happens next is beyond my individual control.
What do you mean?
There's only so much I can...
Was it like this?
You mean with Azar?
So the enemy is strong.
If your memory is so vivid, you might also recall...
I came for a conversation.
What do I think? I think we're certainly better.
It's good having me around to help out.
Absolutely.
Certainly feels that way. The sky is so clear. And there isn't a whiff of...
Awful things happen. What you and I have done is increase our chances.
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at... I hope everything...
It will. As long...
It's...
I think it's...
Look at the time. I should head back.
Wait.
Have we?
Not exactly. I think we may have crossed paths.
Oh.
You recognize?
The clues in the name.
Fair point. I could ask...
Well,
Did you find the
honestly, it was tedious and uneventful at first. But eventually, I think I did send... I was told that...
Not at all. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Too bad.
Let us pray instead.
Prayer.
Lord Sangama...
That's right. Actually, I was hoping I might run into you, Dia. I wanted to let you know...
No, really?
I knew you'd... Surprise! It's free of...
That's very generous of you, Lord Sangama Bay. Does this...
Nope. Turns out, it's not that easy to turn a profit there. I even remember the...
No.
Lord Sangama...
Wait!
She...
Sure, but what...
That's how Nefer shows that she cares. She wishes for all of us to...
It must be hard. Definitely with... Does praying help you stay calm?
Defending one's home is a just cause. My...
Anger. You know?
Just taking a walk to clear... Yes, Miss Dunyarzad.
Come on, it's fine.
Oh, then...
I remember you, Miss Dunya.
That's right. I see her more as...
Agreed.
I spoke with several people during the event. Oh, it makes me... a compliment? Ooh, more please. Thank you.
My lady, you've... What are you praying for?
Our beliefs may... I pray for the safe return of all my companions.
I have not felt the... Standing up high, gazing out at the rolling dunes. One cannot know what freedom truly...
The golden slot.
Dendro Archon.
I was wondering.
What kind of questions?
So many. As I once said to... What are the many
The biggest question.
Yes. Although, I must not...
What we declare...
Nahida! We're just in time.
Ready when you are.
We're here too. Miss Nicole! Miss Nicole! You run so fast! Sorry. Lesser Lord Kusanali? The equipment is ready.
As discussed
Accessing Irminsul via the Akasha is no longer feasible at this stage. There are other options, it's just... Maybe you should take it...
The architecture and functionality of the Akasha terminals overlap considerably with Aru. There is reasonable... As long as the a system this... In the pursuit of great... Correct. Right.
That's right.
In that case, I'll skip to the conclusion then. We need to further modify Aru.
Every person?
Yes.
I've already
So you mean...
Yes.
When we evacuated, we've checked all the...
Everyone in Sumeru...
Since dysfunction, but by expanding under normal... Thus... Counting down. 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
Ready!
People sought knowledge, they turned to the Tree of Wisdom. Today, we use it to save Sumeru and the whole world. These boughs that nurtured learning must not become tools for destroying the world.
You would shut down Irminsul just to stop me? You fools. I have all the time in the world.
Success! The evil Irminsul tree is step growing!
Great!
What a display of true courage. The courage to think.
Indeed. Oh.
What was once created.
I am grateful now. Nobody who wears a terminal will have their activity accurately tracked by Irminsul. No matter how many... Now for the... I will need the help of your supreme powers once again.
How might we be of service?
I need to reach the Eternal Oasis immediately.
Right now?
In that case, Ibis King, would you agree that this is a fine opportunity to dust off?
Never. I assume you have that chess set with...
You mean the one you gave to me as a gift?
How could I? You misjudge me. I just wanted to show you another way you can use it. Connect to Safei Shatranj.
Safei Shatranj? You mean that place in—
Thoth's chess set gains its power from the chessboard laid out in the desert by King Deshret and ourselves. All ceremonies conducted using the chess set must be active. In other words, the chess set is an extension of the chessboard. In the past, moved...
Transfer initiated. Entering live.
We haven't heard a single word from our spy in the desert. I'm afraid he might have been captured.
Never mind.
But we spent years turning him.
Nothing comes for free in this world, but the loss is not without its purpose. For a small price, we have wasted a precious amount of the limited time they have. Quite a bargain, if you ask me.
Understood.
Weighing profit against loss is a necessary part of life. But to tell the truth, I have been operating at a loss since this all began. Since many centuries ago, in fact. For instance, why would a banker act as the executor of a will? If you hadn't deposited your personal belongings at Northland Bank, I would have no reason to be here right now. Dottore, I've placed your final data backup into the ley lines as per our contract. I trust we are now square for the safe deposit fees you paid.
Is it not a little petty to split hairs like this, given our amicable relationship?
I consider sound bookkeeping a matter of principle.
Do not forget that you only live to see this day thanks to me. In fact, every day of your life since you met me.
Why, that's hardly a fair assessment. I will concede that my survival was perhaps at your whim, but I became a harbinger on my own merit. Managing money is not like other professions. Mine is not a role I could have acquired based on your recommendation alone, and certainly not one I could have lasted so long in without genuine ability.
The information stored in the ley lines is quite comprehensive. Rest assured, I have... Well...
How could anything possibly go wrong with such strict measures in place? The remainder of your soul was split in two, with one half sent to Nodcry and the other stored in the most secure vault of the Northland Bank. Though I must say, your disdain for the other segments is quite amusing. Zandik is you, and you are Zandik. Zandik created the segments, yet you, a segment yourself, reject him.
That is, Zandik, created segments of various ages in his later years. To achieve this, he had to freeze time, but as constructive as it sounds, it erases my uniqueness. If each segment is equally me, then by the same token, none of them, a soul living forever in the past, inevitably holds different views than he did in his later years. The same thing that completes me also restricts me. You too might ask yourself which stage of your life you want to be preserved at. The day your business failed?
We needn't dredge up.
This undesirable plan was eventually scrapped. Lesser Lord Kusanali was quite right. I needed an opportunity to eliminate myself. And after that, I concluded that there was no...
The other half of your...
And yet in the process, I obtained the information I always wanted, did I not? Because now we finally know where the best testing ground...
I once thought your ultimate goal was to ascend to godhood. But as it turns out, that was merely one of your experiments.
Experiments take many forms. Most people are too eager for success, too fixated on the end goal. A suspiciously vacant seat, a new face. I trust you can put two and two together.
What can I say? After all your efforts, you really did uncover the world's secrets. So, is the new world you promised a lie?
No, it never was. I am glad to be able to control Irmin's soul from within. Now I shall attempt to create a new world inside the existing one. Almost everyone faces the prospect of death, but not a single person has ever been able to experiment unrestrained in the afterlife. I am the only one.
Clearly the dividing...
Is that why you chose...
Could I call myself...
Well then, I must...
Why make things harder than they need to be? Exposing my true eye, showing up in the name of the original antagonist gives you the recognition you rightly deserve. As for why I'm here...
I'd argue that a significant... Is it not true?
Especially for...
Let's not pretend that you're any more innocent than I.
Is it really so...
Of course not.
Regrader, sir. People have been spotted approaching Sumeru City.
How strange. Despite your access to Irminsol's data, it appears the soldiers noticed before you did. They must have found a workaround. Well, Dottore, I trust you...
They're coming. They'll breach the city gates.
But even so, I would say Irminsol is a wonderfully convenient thing on the whole. If you do manage to create a new world...
I'll consider it.
What do you need me to do? Stall them?
The experiment will take time. Stall them for as long as possible.
Very well. But you're really asking... Have you heard this story? There was once a guilty man, kneeling in the center of a church while an angry mob outside waited to bring him to justice. He pleaded with the gods, begging them to grant him one final request, the chance to finish confessing his sin. Many suns and moons passed, seasons changed, and still his confession continued, as if he...
Are you suggesting I worship you as a god? Or were you hoping that I might confess my sin?
Certainly not the latter. That would make my life miserable indeed.
Do you have anything lined up for when this...
Hard to say. Field work always takes quite a toll on me, as you know. Once I'm back at Snezhnaya, I'll start with a well...
Why are you so...
If you have an issue with it, feel free to try to stop me.
I know it's a little late in the day to be asking this, but how have...
The part of your soul that went to...
Dear me, I must have caused you no...
You certainly did. I had the rare honor of being summoned before the Tsaritsa with Pulcinella to answer for myself. A terrifying ordeal. Don't worry, I pulled through. At most, it's a public relations nightmare.
Now I'm curious. How did you explain?
Oh, it was quite simple. I just pinned the blame on someone who wasn't there to defend himself. I could hardly be expected to defy the demands of someone as insistent as the Second Harbinger.
How you slept? There's no question. For someone who despises them. At first I thought...
Concerned I would terminate our...
Not at all. You had
Don't you find people... And yet, when they see an ordinary...
Is that supposed...
No.
There's no need to be...
What's on your mind?
The limits of humanity. It's a pity. Despite...
It's rare to hear you admit to...
I beg to differ. For instance, as I've told you before, the original me was prone to motion sickness and could...
Ah, yes, of course. What are you thinking about now?
A new experiment. In the event that my soul was depleted, say we extracted my data from someone else's memories, yours for instance, and then combined it with your intact soul as the base material, what would we create?
Such a scenario would be impossible.
Oh?
As long as your current soul survives, there will be no need to create a new individual. Don't forget, you were the one who approved of the present situation wherein only one Dottore remains. And if you ceased
to... Since the day I'm...
Isn't it a little too early to be saying goodbye? Not that I wish to keep you from your business, of course. Very well. Let's leave the conversation there for now.
The power of King Deshret's 7 pillars is true.
Yeah, sets us up for a much easier fight.
I wonder how many people can say they stormed a city.
I was just thinking that. I've definitely had...
This is my first time here, actually.
I hope this will be...
Does everyone have to chime in?
What an
Huh. Well, a lot.
You wish for your gauntlet to speak? Why, certainly.
Ahem. I think you'll find that it is I.
Thanks.
You're welcome, my lady. I am glad to lend you my...
Sino, what's the situation?
There are troops stationed. Everyone, stick to the plan. We'll take the main entrance. Move out.